Hey everyone, and welcome back to something completely new on the channel. Well, I say completely new, it's not really. We've done something like this before, but all live on stream. I'm now going to do a Fallout 4 challenge run on survival, which I'm dubbing Fallout 4 Extreme Survival. So, we're going to be doing survival difficulty with no Vats, no perks, no companion, no workshop, no crafting, no cooking, no purchases, and no power armor. Okay, so this is going to be dubbed commentary for the first episode, and my starting build was 10 strength, 1 perception, 10 endurance, 1 in charisma, 4 in intelligence, 1 in agility, and 1 in luck. So I played around a little bit with starting builds, but 10 strength is an absolute must. You need a minimum of 8 strength to be able to rip the minigun off the vertibird inside of Concord. Obviously, we can't use power armor, because if you have power armor, you can rip the minigun straight off the vertibird using your power armor. Because we're not using power armor, you need a minimum of 8 strength to be able to do that. And obviously, on survival mode, you have extremely limited carry weight. So, 10 strength is kind of a must in terms of boosting your carry weight. Endurance is really important because obviously action points and everything pertain to endurance. Perception is obviously negligible in a run like this because we're not using Vats, so perception only pertains to Vats. Now you'll notice in this episode when we get into Concord, I do pick up the perception bobblehead because hey, you can't leave a bobblehead behind. So we pick up the perception bobblehead. Now we've exited the vault, and we've picked up a few items just outside the vault there. We've collected a couple of bottles, a piece of cram, and a few bits of radaway and stuff, and we're just making our way down into Sanctuary. I'm going to skip the main dialogue with Codsworth because it's irrelevant. I do pass a speech check with Codsworth, even though I've got one charisma. Sorry, I'm not sure if this is a guaranteed pass, but yeah, But I skipped that dialogue because there's nothing really in there. And then I'm going to go on the tour of Sanctuary with Codsworth. I'm going to let him do all the hard work in terms of killing all the bloatflies. I'm on the hunt for a bloatfly gland, which I can turn in as a quest in Diamond City once we make our way there. But in this episode, we're going to be basically running just a run straight through to Concord, and I'm not going to sleep until we kill the Deathclaw, basically. So it's kind of like all or nothing really on this first run, and I'm going to try and make this run like a no death run. So when I did this challenge run before on live on stream, I died quite a lot. I ended up with a death counter where I think it was into the 40s, which was still impressive, for a survival run like this. But I'm going to try and make this a no death run. I don't know how well it's going to go. Picked up a couple of good items in that fridge there, Nuka-Cola and some pork and beans and stuff. Nuka-Cola is immensely valuable in obviously a run with limited beds and stuff on survival mode, because obviously you can only get a good night's sleep in a proper bed. So Nuka-Cola will knock back 1 level of tiredness, and just caffeinates you and can keep you going. So we had no real luck in this mirror, hoping for some antibiotics. I don't actually manage to pick up a single lot of antibiotics in this entire first run, which is crazy. Normally I will have collected some, but yeah, no antibiotics. There's our bloatfly gland. Codsworth has done all the work for us, so now we're just on the hunt for a few bits and pieces from the rest of Sanctuary. So I'm mainly on the lookout for bottles, obviously some aid items. I'm on the hunt for some charisma gear, so we find ourselves a clean suit there, which offers up 2 charisma. Again, nothing in that mirror, which was very disappointing. And there's a few safes and things which we can lockpick our way into inside of Sanctuary. I'm also going to hit up the duffel bag that's on the roof. in just a moment, and then we'll head into the I think, is it called the root cellar, behind the house there, where there's a few bits of purified water. There is some bit more food, and I believe there's some other bits and pieces. There might be a bit of ammo and stuff in there as well. So so yeah. Yes, and now I'm going to make my way to that house. I'm just heading the wrong way at the moment, and we'll go up onto the roof, and then I'm mainly looking for, like, just, you know, 10mm ammo, 38 ammo, because obviously our weapons of choice are, you know, at the moment going to be limited to like 10mm pistols, pipe pistols, that sort of thing. Obviously this is all using found weapons and armor, and I can't mod anything, so I can't modify receivers, or, you know, I can't add deep pockets or anything like that to my armor pieces. This is all going to be based off what we can find, guys. So there's a few bits of beer and stuff here. I'll take a couple of beers. I don't take all of them. A bit more cram. Cram is awesome. Cram is probably one of the best foods that you can eat off the land, basically. It will knock back one level of hunger, and there's not a huge amount of rads in it either. So obviously with this run I can't cook anything, so can't cook any meat and things like that, so everything I eat is going to have rads in it. So we're going to be dealing with fighting off radiation, and yeah, it's going to be tough. So I'm just heading back into my old house there. Milk bottle in the fridge. This baby bottle, I can't remember if that allows you to put purified water in it or not. I'm collecting bottles because we're going to make a trip eventually, not in this episode, but eventually we're going to be going to Grey Garden, where there is a water pump, and I will make a fill up of bottles in Grey Garden. Put the perception, put a point of intelligence there with your special book. I'm ranking up intelligence purely because I want to try and get the most amount of XP possible, to obviously help me level up early in the game, just to get my special points up. Obviously I can't use any perks, but I can invest points in special stats. So the special stats that are useless to me, or the special stat that is most useless to me, is of course perception. Agility is a sort of, you know, a bit of a moot point really. Like it kind of helps because it gives you more action points, but obviously the main reason why you boost agility is to get more shots off in Vats and that sort of thing. But you know, we're gonna rank up. Obviously endurance and strength are already at 10. Just watch out for this bomb on this safe. I'll disarm that. Strength and endurance are obviously already at 10. I'm gonna max out intelligence so I can get more XP, and then I'll probably start working on agility and then go into charisma so I can pass some speech checks and stuff, because I'm going to reach a point where my I want to be able to dump off my charisma suit, so I don't really want to be carrying around gear that I have to use to pass speech checks, so I will be dumping that. Here I can't shoot for toffee and kill this rad roach, and I think he actually ends up hitting me as well. I don't know why I can't. Yeah, he caught me a little bit there. I took on some rads, but couldn't shoot him, couldn't get him at all. There's just a milk bottle in this fridge, and that's all that is in this house, I believe. I don't think there's anything else in there. Oh, there is a mirror in the bathroom, but I don't believe there was anything in it. Oh, it's just a bit of Radex, but yeah, there was nothing else of note in this house. Now it's round the corner, and we're going to get the cram off of the picnic table. Like I said before, guys, cram is awesome for a run like this. And yeah, I don't know what got me back playing into Fallout 4, but obviously I used to play a lot of Fallout 4, and then I started on Fallout 76. But Fallout 76 for me was a very interesting game. I had a sort of love-hate relationship with that game, and I I just can't bring myself to get back into it. Let me know if any of you watching this are still playing Fallout 76 or are even thinking about playing Fallout 76, and let me know what kind of condition the game's in right now, because I don't really keep up to date with too much of what's going on in there. You'll notice as well I'm ignoring shotguns in this run because while they are very powerful, I want to try and keep enemies at sort of as far away from me as possible, really. I don't want to be getting too close to enemies, and obviously shotguns are quite a close range weapon. They're also extremely heavy, and so is the ammo. Just turning off that radio there because copyrighted music. Fallout 4 is full of copyrighted music, so just trying to keep the copyright claims down to a minimum. A bit more cram inside of the Red Rocket. And I don't believe there was anything else of note inside of here. We're going to hit up the mole rat den in just a moment, where we're going to get the black rim glasses and a few bottles, and there's, I think, a couple of coolers and stuff. Might have some bits in, but the main item that we're in there for is the black rim glasses, which give us one charisma to help with charisma speech checks and stuff. So new colour in that fridge. I believe that's always there. And now we're going to go into the mole rat den. Obviously, I think there's like 4 mole rats in here, including a rabid mole rat or something in the end room. But I think the weapon of choice in here is going to be a 10mm pistol, I believe. I'm just doing a bit of inventory management here. You'll notice that there'll be a lot of inventory management taking place on this run, purely because you know, with very limited carry weight on in survival mode, you have to keep your inventory well organised, and it can soon get out of control if you're not in control of it, basically. So okay, so I've nailed a couple of these mole rats here, 2 for 2 in terms of shots. So we'll see how the rest of it works out. 3 for 3. Nice going. I'm ignoring the mole rat meat because it's full of rats. So I think I'm going to pop my light on. Yeah, you can see the black rim glasses just on the ledge there. And there's a few bottles and things inside of this area here, which I'm just going to take. And I check around to see if there's anything else in amongst all this trash and brain fungus and everything else. Obviously, junk on this run is inconsequential. Junk has no purpose for me, because junk is obviously only used for modifying gear and that sort of thing, and obviously I can't modify anything, so you know, yeah, junk is meaningless, as are caps. You'll notice I do pick up the occasional cap. That's just sort of not a mistake, but like, it's accidental. I'm not purposefully picking them up. It's just habit, really, I guess. So I think this is the rabid. Yeah, this is the rabid mole rat. He catches me as well because my shooting's a little off. There we go, but I nail him in the end. Yeah, give him a whack for good measure. So yeah, mines, grenades, Molotovs. I'm picking up Molotovs. I don't know if I'm ever going to use them. They're kind of dangerous on survival mode because a Molotov will pretty much one-shot you, given the like level of how garbage your armor is. You know, well, I haven't even got any armor at this point. So just into this house here, there's a quantum in this fridge. It's always there. Some pork and beans on top. And then we're going to go upstairs. There's a baseball bat behind this door. Not interested in the baseball bat. It's too slow, and yeah, it's just not. It's not for me. I can't pick that because it's advanced locked. So I won't ever be able to pick any advanced locked items. Safes, I mean. That was a nice score, that chem box there. Jet and a Psycho. Jet and Psycho are going to be really useful for me later on. Psycho especially, because obviously not being able to modify any weapons you know, boosting my damage via chems and stuff is going to be really, really important. And Jet's an amazing drug. If you don't use Jet in this game, especially in survival mode, you're missing out, because it's incredible. It really is. It just slows down time and allows you to take care of enemies which you would not normally be able to do in normal combat style. So that was a nice first aid kit there as well. Purified water and stuff. There's an expert lock safe here which I can't pick, and then there's a tool case and an ammo box with a few little bits and pieces, which is nice. I think this pipe rifle I'm now looking at to see whether it's better than my current pipe rifle, because I've got a pipe bolt action rifle and this short pipe bolt action rifle, and I take a while here to decide which one's best, but I think I end up sticking with the normal pipe bolt action and I ditch the short one. Yeah, there we go. I think it adds some better mods on it and stuff. So we're gonna avoid some of these guys here. Here we pick up our first bit of armor. This Raider left arm. We'll have it in a second, I think. Oh no, did we ignore it? May have ignored it. No Nuka-Cola in that machine. And now we're going to hit up the Concord Speakeasy, where we're going to get, I think, 6 bottles, maybe more, 7, 8, I can't remember. There's quite a few bottles in here, and there's some drugs upstairs, so we're going to get a couple of XL and a couple of Day Tripper, I believe. I don't think there's anything in the basement. It's very rare I ever go down into the basement inside of the Concord Speakeasy, but definitely collect the drugs in the upstairs. Here I've picked up a clean black suit and a clean tan suit, and you'll notice I'm trying each of them out just to see which one I prefer, and I think I end up with the black. Yeah, the black is a much better choice. Ditch that tan. Yeah, tan's out of here. Yeah, so at the moment I'm just in my Vault 111 jumpsuit and a hat and the black rimmed glasses. I think the jumpsuit's going to stay with us for a while. So there we go. There's all the bottles. Well, that's all the bottles downstairs. There are a couple more upstairs, and here we're going to get the XL. I don't need that pillow. Okay, so we've obviously had the XL now. Into the bathroom, there's a Day Tripper on the floor and a Day Tripper in the sink, and you'll notice there I just became tired, so we'll have to knock back a Nuka-Cola, which will get rid of my tiredness. I'm also hungry, so I think I'll eat some cram in just a moment, and that cram will get rid of my hunger as well. I've got a level up there. I don't know why I chose not to spend my perk point, because obviously I'm investing the perk points into intelligence, and you know, that would have given me some more XP, and I'm not quite sure exactly why I chose not to do that. I'm just closing the lid on that Nuka-Cola machine just so I can sort of see around the corner and maybe shoot this guy if he comes round, and I think he does end up coming round, and he's a melee guy, I believe. And yeah, he just kind of runs straight at me, and I get him just before he manages to get a hit in on me there. But now I take these Raider leathers because I'm not sure if you can wear the Raider leathers underneath the jumpsuit, but it turns out they replace the jumpsuit, and as they're not got high enough damage and energy resistance and stuff, I decided to ditch them and keep my Vault jumpsuit there. And here in Concord, we're just trying to cobble together a decent enough sort of combination of armor between like leather and Raider bits. We'll manage to get together, I believe, pretty much a full set. I might be just missing one piece by the time we enter the Museum of Freedom, but or at least once we definitely when we come out of the Museum of Freedom, I will have a full set of armor of some sort. Not that it's really worth anything, but hey, every little helps. So yeah, so there we've just completed out of time. Now if I'd invested my my perk point in intelligence, I would have earned myself some more XP. But hey, I didn't. I'm not sure why I didn't. I've actually got 2 level ups now, so you know I could have invested 2 points into intelligence, and you know, obviously given myself a bit more XP. Here I'm sort of messing about with my armor and just trying to put a set together, deciding what's best out of this Raider right arm and the leather right arm, and I opt for the leather. So we've pretty much got a full set. I think I was just missing a leg, I believe. So now our new objective is to enter the Museum of Freedom. We've already collected the laser musket. I think I'd dump that soon because it's far too heavy, it's too slow firing. While the damage output is good on a challenge run like this, you know, slow firing weapons and you know, heavy stuff is not wise. So yeah, so we're not sleeping until after the Deathclaw, purely because I'm trying to build up as much adrenaline as I can. I think you can get your adrenaline up to like an extra 35% or something by the time the Deathclaw fight comes without sleeping from the time you leave the vault, or the time you leave Sanctuary, should I say, because you can't actually sleep inside the vault. Just doing a bit more inventory management there because you know, you've got to keep your inventory under control in survival mode. Just waiting to go back into caution because there's always a guy in here, and I think he's outside. So yes, we'll nail this guy and then make our way downstairs to collect the fusion core and stuff. You'll notice that I hack the terminal as well as picking the lock. That's purely just to gain a bit of experience. I got a shot from somewhere. I couldn't work out where the shot came from, but somewhere upstairs, but there's nobody there. So we make our way over into both of these rooms here. I always forget which room has the like the ammo box and stuff in, and it's always the far room, and I always forget. 38 cal ammo, well, 38 ammo, we'll take that. So we'll go downstairs, bobby pin on top of the terminal. So we'll take that and then hack the terminal, but do not disengage the lock, because then it doesn't allow you to then pick the lock to gain the double XP basically.
Nice.
So we'll jack the fusion core out of here, and there's a little toolbox around the corner that I check just in case there's bits in there. Take the buff out, and then that's it. So we'll make our way now upstairs, clear out the rest of the raiders inside of the Museum of Freedom. There's a new Coca-Cola bottle on this little table here, which we'll take. We'll ignore the switchblades, we've already got one. And I think this is the guy here who must have shot us earlier, but yeah, I couldn't see him before, so we nail him with a couple of shots from the 10mm. Just a little bit more inventory management there. Keeping I think I dropped a auto pipe pistol by mistake. Yeah, I want an auto pipe pistol for future. I think I use it when I get to like Starlight Driving and places like that. Mentats are useless. Well, they're not useless, but they're not worth taking and getting addicted to. Okay, now there's two guys in here, and I'll try and sort of throw a grenade in and angle it off that sort of pillar, and I think I killed one guy, and then there's another guy left, so I decided to shoot this sort of like fire extinguisher canister kind of thing, and it shoots off into the room and explodes, but it doesn't actually kill him. So we just need to wait until he comes out, and here he comes. And I can't shoot for shit, but then I nail him with a headshot, so that was nice. Okay, he's just got a bit of pipe pistol and 38 ammo. I believe there's a couple of ammo boxes in this room and a duffel bag. So we'll clear that out, and then I believe upstairs, and then there's just, I think, like 2 more guys. And then we get to go and speak to everyone's favourite NPC in Fallout 4, Mr. Preston Garvey. Just doing a bit more inventory management. Some 10mm and 38 ammo in that ammo box there. Oh, there's 1 ammo box, 1 duffel bag, and 1 cooler. Some Medex in the cooler. That was nice. This guy doesn't have anything useful. So I decided not to continue to waste my 10mm ammo and switch over to this pipe pistol. Got a notification there that I've got a perk to level up, but again, for some reason I'm ignoring that. I'm not quite sure why. Okay, so I think it's like 3 shots to kill that guy, and then this guy's a melee dude. He doesn't manage to get a hit on me, I don't think, and we take him down. So now the Museum of Freedom is cleared, and we get to go and speak to Preston Garvey. But first, I'm going to do a little sweep through of this top floor just to sort of check for any items. A couple of Nuka-Colas in the fridge, in the Nuka-Cola machine, and there's a bit of food in the fridge. I'll take it. It's got a lot of rad count in it, in that food, but I take it just to be on the safe side. You don't want to be in a position in survival mode where you're running out of food, because running out of food is bad news. So I'm looking around here because I think I'm trying to remember if there's an ammo box in this room somewhere, and I don't think there is. So I sort of move on and go and hit up this duffel bag. Nothing really in there. And now we're going to make our way in to speak to Preston. I'm going to fast forward this dialogue so you don't have to sit through it.
Man, I don't know who you are. Right. Around. Once you jack the corner.
Okay, so that's that dialogue skipped through. I grabbed the perception bobblehead just because I can't pass up a bobblehead, even though it's completely useless to me, because obviously perception pertains to Vats, and this is a no Vats run, along with all the other restrictions that I said at the start of this video. So now we're going to make our way up onto the roof. We're going to put the fusion core into the power armor, we're going to enter the power armor, and then we're going to leave the power armor straight away. Because this is a quest, obviously I have to enter the power armor, but we're not going to use the power armor. And like I think I said at the start of the video, you require a minimum strength of 8 to be able to rip the minigun off the vertibird. So obviously we have a strength of 10, so we can just take that minigun straight away. And I take it, and then I switch over to like my sort of pipe bolt action rifle, just so I can snipe the guy that's on the roof just opposite us here. And I think we nail him with just 1 hit. Yeah, we kill him with just 1 hit. Now obviously, because I'm not in the power armor, I can't just jump down because the fall will kill me. So I've got to find an alternative route. Now if you head over to this side of the roof, you can jump onto this roof that's just adjacent to the Museum of Freedom, and then you can make your way down. Now I'll try and sort of just snipe off a couple of guys here. I should have made my way into the sniper's house down at the bottom of the street, where there is an actual proper pipe sniper rifle, but for some reason I didn't go there before entering the Museum of Freedom. So I'll switch over to the minigun, and I'm going to use sort of short controlled bursts just to keep the minigun sort of spinning and sort of maintain a bit of accuracy and stuff, and also just so I don't burn through a load of ammo, because the minigun's going to become useful for me later on in the following episode. So I've recorded quite a bit of gameplay so far, and obviously I'm in the process of editing it now. So yeah, so we're going to use the minigun a little bit in the future, not a huge amount, just a little bit, purely because it's just too heavy and the damage output isn't really all that high, but it's useful enough for us for what we need it for. So here I'm just sort of mopping up the remainder of the raiders, and I'm waiting for the Deathclaw to spawn. Once the Deathclaw comes out, I'm gonna sort of run back between this car that you can see on the right hand side and the wall, and the Deathclaw has a really hard time getting in there to get you. I used to hide in the house, but I've sort of changed that tactic a little bit, and I've switched up to hiding there, because the Deathclaw 9 times out of 10 will just run away when you're in the house, because obviously if you're inaccessible to an enemy, they will just disperse and will wait for you to then become accessible to them. Whereas when you're positioned between that car and the building, the Deathclaw doesn't recognise that you're completely inaccessible, and it will sort of stick around trying to get at you. So it is a much better tactic. So here we go, we're just mopping up the remainder of the raiders. A couple of these guys get some decent hits in on me, and I'm sort of down to like half health right now. Just sort of spraying around with the minigun there. And now I decide to pop on a stim pack and sort of make my way just inside to take a bit of shelter while that stim pack takes effect. And switch over to me 10mm just to try and clear these guys out, so I'm not burning through all that minigun ammo. So I think there's one guy left. Yeah, there he is. And then the Deathclaw will spawn in a minute. So we'll hotkey the minigun real quick. So here I'm just doing a little bit of inventory management. I've got 2 glow-sighted pipe pistols. One of them's light, one of them is not, and I decided to ditch one of them because it wasn't useful. And once again, I'm dropping that auto pipe pistol, and I don't mean to, because I want to keep hold of it. So Deathclaw's out. That's the car there that I'm going to sort of hide between. Here I'm just sort of just trying to get some hits on him, just so he's aware of where I am. The rest of Concord, is clear of hostiles now, so now it's just me and the Deathclaw. He is a quest marker for me. And you'll see that he just sort of mills around a bit, trying to get at me, but he can't. But he doesn't run away as if I'm completely inaccessible. So this is a much better tactic, guys, if you're sort of wondering how to do the Deathclaw fight without getting hit, and if you're not choosing not to wear power armor, it is a much better tactic. So now all I'm going to do is basically sweep through the remainder of Concord, try and cobble together the best sort of armor set I can, make sure I've collected all the ammo and weapons and stuff. And if you guys don't know, if you pick up weapons off of enemies, you get the ammo that was in the clip of the weapon added to your inventory, and then you're free to just drop the weapon and you keep the ammo. So it is free ammo, guys. So even if you're not going to use that ammo, you can potentially sell it. So it's free cash basically, or free ammo. So, and there we have a full set of leather armor now. And I believe now I'm going to make my way back into the Museum of Freedom and go and speak to Preston. And again, I will fast track that dialogue, because you know we all know how that conversation goes. Just hotkeying some stuff here, stim packs, jet, psycho, all that sort of stuff. You know, that stuff is going to become essential for us soon. Jet and psycho. yeah, so we're going to go back into the Museum of Freedom, speak to Preston. Like I said, I'm going to fast track this dialogue, and then we're going to make our way out, and we're going to go and find a bed to make a save, or a sleeping bag, should I say, just to drop a quick save. Okay, so we're going to head to the sniper's house at the end of the street on the right hand side here, heading north, and upstairs there is a pipe bolt action sniper rifle. There's a chem box just down here, and I believe there's some pork and beans in the fridge. Yeah, some pork and beans and some bobby pins in the fridge. We're going to make our way upstairs. We're going to pick up this pipe bolt action sniper rifle, a couple of bottles in this corner, and then we're going to drop a save. If you guys have enjoyed this video and you're excited to see where this series goes, then make sure you subscribe and stuff, and hit the like button, and share it with a friend as well, because you know, a lot of people are still playing Fallout 4, and people are looking for sort of new ways to play and new ways to challenge themselves. And if you guys want to sort of challenge yourself and do a similar sort of run, let me know in the comments and stuff. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you all next time. Take care, everyone. Bye bye.